Okay, looks like we are now live. Let me just turn this thing on. Wasn't expecting it to go live right away. There we go. So yeah, I think we're just gonna do the live from here. I'm sitting at the computer right now, and we'll get started in a minute here. I'm just fixing up some code in Google Gemini. Actually, I use anti-gravity, so we're fixing up a few things inside Google Analytics code because I'm not getting purchase events, or I'm not getting traffic going to the site. It's not picking it up. I did fix it, and then all of a sudden it's back to broken again. So these are things that you just have to kind of figure out as you go along. But luckily with Gemini 3.1 Pro and Google Anti-Gravity, you can fix this up pretty quickly. I can flip my screen around, but it's not really easy to show. So we'll wait for some people to join the live, and then we'll get started. And yeah, I'm also gonna, while we're at it, I'm gonna include a link to my website. This is the new software as a service that I've built in Claude Code and Gemini. So let me just pull up the live, and then I'll include a link real quick. Try to get some people on this live video first. So let's pull that up. It's right here. I'm going to turn on monetization because the channel is now monetized, which is definitely good news. And so far, I think I've made about $150. Let's check real quick. The page ads. No, let me go to analytics here. Page, 3,000 bought, so that's about $100. If we zoom out to 90 days, about 5,000. So it's actually gone up a lot significantly recently. But yeah, on average, I make it about $3 to $5 a day on the YouTube channel. So it's better than zero, right? Which is what I was getting for about 6 months. And now the channel is officially monetized. So let me just come on over to the live, and we'll open that up here. And guys, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below, okay? No, oops. Just fix this thing here. There we go. No such thing as a stupid question, only stupid answers. So I'll do my best to answer to the best of my ability. Just make sure this is all set up properly. Check out the website. I'll just put a link, right? I don't need to include anything more than that. So if you guys want to check out the website, that's my software as a service. It's just Tube Analytics. And then I also have a Skool community, which is now paid. So it starts at $9 a month. And I'll also include a link to that as well down here. So you guys can check out the Skool community. I'm just going to pin that one to the top. So yeah, we got about 30 people watching the live video. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and check out some of my videos. I post tutorials, courses, and just showing how to build AI automations. And I've recently started showing how to build entire web apps using like Claude Code, Gemini Pro, Open Code. So it's never been easier than ever before to build entire fully fledged functional websites without writing a single line of code. So my website, which I'll just show you, I'm going to flip the camera around. This is my software as a service app, and it's the best app for YouTube analytics that I've found so far. I built it myself without writing any code. So it's a vibe-coded app, Tube Analytics. You can check down below. And if you are launching a YouTube channel and you want to scale it up faster and ultimately get monetized sooner, then this is one of the best places to do it, right? So just go to Tube Analytics. It's $19 per month to start. And enterprise plan is $149 a month. Sorry, I thought it was $119, but it's actually $149, or $119 if you do the annual plan. So here's all the pricing. You can see right here. That's the annual plan, and then I can switch it over to monthly here as well. So $19, $49, and $149. And then once you sign up, you can sign up here. You just go ahead, sign in, and then this is your dashboard. So it's got literally everything you could possibly want in here. I am still getting a few errors in the console, but overall, like, it's pretty much finished at this point. It's taken me about 2 weeks to build this. Again, all without writing a single line of code. So all of these features are only available in the enterprise plan, but then I also offer the starter and pro plan as well. I've just basically faked it into thinking on the enterprise plan right now. So that's why I get access to all the features. But you can see over here, I am still getting quite a few errors in the console, so I definitely need to fix that. But yeah, I'm just doing all of this using Google Anti-Gravity. Look, I've got all of these files over here. It's a very, very, very very complicated project. But like I say, luckily I didn't have to write a single line of code. I just prompt it and it creates everything for me. So all you do is you come over here to the agent manager, and then you'll just issue it a prompt. I'm just going to continue where I left off, and it will, start doing everything for me. And then you can view all the files, everything over here. So, like I say, it's never been easier to build web apps, so you really don't have any excuses to not, if you have an idea for something, that's great, but ideas are a dime a dozen. Execution is the key. So if you want to start making money out, if you want to build a platform that you can actually monetize and get subscription revenue coming in, and you don't necessarily want to launch your own YouTube channel, maybe you could build a software as a service or some type of web app that people will want to use. So for me, I've already started running Google ads directly to the website, and it's tracking everything, and it's basically just optimizing for purchases. So the goal with that is just to get paying customers, right? So yeah, I've spent about 2 weeks building this thing, and it's taken up a lot of time. So I'm not offering any free trials. Sorry, not sorry. It's just, I want to start getting paying clients over here. So if you guys are interested, go ahead, check out Tube Analytics right here. And that's it for my sales pitch. I want to open it up for questions. So we got about 15 people watching now. If you have any questions for me, drop them in the comments below. I'd be happy to help answer any questions to the best of my ability. And just let me know why you're watching this live video. What do you want to learn? I've got about almost 150 videos on the channel now, and I've been running this one for about 6 months. I've also got another channel as well, which is just that's my travel vlog over here in Thailand. So I got that channel, that's monetized. This one's now monetized as well. And my goal with this is just to provide as much value, showing how to build out AI automations and ultimately teach people these skills, because they're going to become increasingly valuable as time moves forward, right? So if you're a software engineer, for example, your job is on the rails, essentially, right? You need to figure out how to adapt to the advances in AI. Otherwise, you're probably going to lose your job, or because essentially you're replaceable. And employees have always been replaceable from the end of time, from the beginning of time, if you ask me. But now, with the efficiencies provided by AI, it's just going to become increasingly more and more important to essentially become an entrepreneur, right? And create your own, have a vision. First of all, that's really, really important. You need a vision. And then you need to come up with some sort of service or product that people are willing to pay good money for, right? So you need to identify that. There's a lot of different ways to do market research and actually ask your potential customers for their feedback, and they'll often tell you what they want in a product. So for mine, Tube Analytics, I didn't do any of that. I just shortcutted most of the market research because I already knew what the existing platforms had in store, such as ViewStats, which is Mr. Beast's company. So ViewStats Pro, if you want to check it out, it's pretty good. I've played around with it a bit, but I will say that my platform is about 10 times more powerful. And I'm not just saying that, it's actually true, right? Because I've played around with ViewStats, and it leaves a lot to be desired. So now, ultimately, what I want to do is start scaling this thing up and actually start getting paying customers. So if you guys are interested, maybe you're just getting started in your YouTube journey, or you've been at this for a while, you're pretty advanced, but you just want to figure out ways to scale up and monetize faster, then Tube Analytics is, I would say, I'm a little bit biased, but I would say it is one of the best solutions out there. and it only took me 2 weeks to build it, right? So now I've fixed up an error here. Let me just flip the screen around so you can see what we're doing here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making sure that my Google Analytics is tracking the events properly because, I think it is actually. So you can see here, 1 active user in the last 5 minutes, which isn't great. This is actually in Samui, which is where I live. So that's definitely me looking at the website right here. You can see Thailand, and this is just Google Analytics. So the good news is it is tracking the users coming to the site, but I decided to fix up a few things, and you can see exactly what it did here. So this is Google Anti-Gravity, and it just says, this resulted in traffic no longer being correctly routed through Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, and then it shows the changes that it made. If you click on this file, you can actually see what changes it made. And again, I don't have to write any of this code. As you can see, it's very complicated, right? I mean, this isn't even as complicated as it gets. It gets a lot more complicated than this. And it's, you don't have to write the code. So it just said exactly what it did here. It re-added the script block. That's for Google Tag and for Google Analytics. And now if I just go ahead and deploy, so what we're going to do is we're just going to sync all those files. So that's what we're doing now is we're just updating. We're getting everything up to my virtual private server. And then from there, all I have to do is npm run, and then I restart the service. And this is just SSH right here. So I've SSH'd into my server. And for that, I use Hostinger. What's that? Let me open up Hostinger here. This is what I use for my virtual private server and my email, and then also the domains as well. It is, one of the best platforms, I would say. So we've got the VPS, and then this one, no, that's NAN. Sorry, that's the wrong one. I also use it for hosting NAN as well. This one is Cloud Panel. Yep. So this is how we're hosting it. And I've considered using Versal as well, but it was just a little bit more difficult to work with because I have to sync everything to GitHub, and then I have to pull it down, and it's just a bit tedious. So I decided we'll just stick with Hostinger VPS for now. And yep, so now it's just compiling everything. It's rebuilding the project, and then it just started the service over again. So now if we come over here, we can refresh this. And hopefully we're not still getting a bunch of errors. It looks like there's no errors at the moment, which is definitely good. But if we log into the dashboard here, you're going to see a bunch of errors probably showing up. Or maybe not. Looks like it may have fixed those, which is definitely good news. So yeah, this is what it looks like, right? So this is the dashboard that you get access to. This is on the starter plan. So you can access all of your videos through here. Similar to YouTube Studio, but there's a lot more powerful features that are built into this. And you can see like your retention, which you can also do in YouTube Studio, but it just like breaks it down so you can see exactly where your traffic's coming from, everything. And I do need to make another demo video for this. So for my Google ads, so I need at least, 1 to 2 to 3 videos demoing the product. So that's what I have to do next. But it does seem to be tracking the users coming in, which is definitely good now. So excellent. That's good news. And again, like I say, you don't have to write any code. So I've talked about this in many of my tutorial videos, just basically showing people how to build these things. And yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do so. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some coffee. So guys, if you have any questions, if you're watching this live, just post them down below. I'm probably going to be doing a bit more coding, vibe coding here. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And then also check out the Skool community. This is my Skool community. It's got about 2,400 members in here right now. And I just switched it over to paid. So now it's $9 a month to start. So yeah, you can join the Skool community. I provide a lot of value in here. Other people, they're always posting lots of stuff inside the community. Welcome to check it out. And yeah, let's see what else we can do inside anti-gravity here. So we fixed up the Google Analytics tracking code. And then if I want to ask another question or tell it to do something else over here, I could just say, make sure Google Analytics is tracking the key conversion events, namely purchase, because that's what I'm optimizing for in my Google ads. So if I come over here to Google ads, you can see this is today. If I just zoom out for the past week or so, there's the ads. So I've spent about $60, just over $60. I've got about 340 clicks, but I don't actually have any purchases or sales yet. And this is a thing that I was really struggling with for a bit, is actually getting the conversion event set up properly. So luckily now it is working. So I can track to see when people are making purchases on the site, which is the ultimate thing. That is what I want people doing, right? So there's a number of page views, which is honestly not that many. I would expect it to have more page views by now. But you can see the purchase event right here is now active. So I'm tracking to see when I'm getting purchases on the site, and that's all connected up already. So we've got about 10 people watching the video now. If you have any questions for me, drop them down below. Maybe you're looking to build out your own software as a service. Maybe you're just looking to start implementing AI automations into your business to save time and free up time and save money, and ultimately make more money for your business as well. That's very important. Just post down below and I will respond to you. We haven't gotten any comments yet, but I think we've got about 70 views so far on the video, maybe 100. Let's take a look real quick. Just gonna pull up the live video real quick. And yeah, feel free to subscribe as well if you want to. It's completely free to subscribe. How many views? 77 views on this live video so far. And I don't usually do these lives on this channel. I typically do them on my main channel, which is a travel vlog over here in Thailand. So I was doing that. I've been doing that for about 5 years now, and that channel has been monetized for about 3 years roughly. And now this channel is officially monetized as well. So I'm starting to generate some ad revenue from the channel, which took me about 6 months. The main channel took about 2 years. And the good thing about this particular channel is that it's more profitable because it's about AI, right? So you can see here, there's my estimated revenue over the past 60 days roughly. That's about $150, and that's just coming from ad revenue, right? And now ultimately what I want to do is to scale it up, right? So start posting more consistently and then actually start getting more views. That is kind of the most important thing. Because if I come over to revenue here, I can see, so the first month I made just under 2,000 baht. So that didn't qualify for the payout. You need to be making $100 or more, $100 per month or more to get a payout from YouTube. But now next month I should get a pretty decent payout of about $150 roughly. So that'll be real nice. That'll be my first paycheck from the new channel from YouTube. And it can only go up from here, right? Chances are it's not going to go down because, more and more people are looking to learn these skills. I will say that I was a little bit late to the game. I mean, I didn't get in on the ground floor when, AI really started exploding. But you know what they say, no time like the present, right? You can only start when you start, basically, right? So if you guys are looking to grow a YouTube channel, let me know in the comments, and I'm probably gonna sign off pretty soon here because we're not really getting any comments. But let me also show you my page speed. So this is the speed of my website. So mobile is 93% and desktop is 100%. So it's fully optimized for both platforms, or environments, I should say. And yep, there's only one warning there. And then this is from Google PageSpeed Insights. So yeah, both of them are very, very well optimized for mobile and desktop, as you can see. And I am also looking for investors as well, because I think what I have here in the software as a service is very, very powerful. And ultimately, I just want to continue scaling it up, but I don't necessarily have tons of funds to throw at ads. So I would potentially like to find an investor. If anybody's interested, let me know in the comments. And I guess that's it for this video. Any questions, guys, before I sign off? Let me know in the comments. And yep, please continue watching the videos. I'm probably going to put up another one later today, potentially. And I also need to fix up my demo for Tube Analytics, a few other things. So thanks for watching, guys. Signing off.